Hello there beautiful people, welcome back to my channel and welcome to the first sit down video of 2020. I'm coming to you guys barefaced today because in 2020 we're confident, we're self-aware, we love our skin, blemishes or not, we're organized, we're planning, we're securing the bags, and that's basically everything that I'll be covering on my channel this year. I'm mostly going to be talking about productivity, being a queen, being a girl boss, securing the bag, building multiple streams of income, as well as obviously the style and medicine content, which I so love to create. So I hope you guys will enjoy the content that I have planned for you guys this year. Apologies for going quiet and just not being consistent towards the end of last year. Number one, my camera got stolen, and that just totally demoralized me because my camera was something that I had invested in, and it was, when you work hard for something and then you get it and then it gets stolen away from you and it just totally demoralizes you, and that is exactly what happened. So I did try to film here and there with my phone, with my partner's camera, and yeah, I did that, but it just wasn't the same. So I did get myself this camera that I'm building on now. Towards the end of last year, it was my Christmas gift to me, and so we're back, I'm motivated again, and I'm basically picking where I left off. And so yeah, in today's video we're talking about being organized, planners, planning, and being purposeful in general, because why live a life just waking up day to day, just taking each day as it comes, whatever happens, and instead of being purposeful, plan your days, plan to do a certain thing, set a goal and plan to work towards it, build yourself multiple streams of income, build yourself the healthy body you ever wanted, work on your personal development, work on your confidence, work on everything, And so I did post a series of planners on my Instagram towards the beginning, closer to the beginning of January. And a couple of people were like, okay, this is interesting, can you share what you do? So I'm sharing with you guys today how I planned my life, basically, and the planners that I feel everyone needs to have just the most organized, productive life they can have. Oh, and by the way, at the end of this video, I'll be sharing with you guys a giveaway. So yeah, do stay tuned till the end. So I'm that person that if I didn't plan to do something, I just wouldn't do it. If I don't plan to get out of bed, I will not get out of bed. I will spend the entire day in bed watching series, playing on my phone, sleeping, eating, and not even eating, even if I don't plan my meals, I just won't eat. And so I'm that person that actually needs to plan every single part of my life. But with that, I'm also that person that if I do too much, I end up being anxious. So I've had to find the balance between being organized and, not driving myself crazy. So the 3 areas of my life that I actually plan are study and work, personal growth and development, and my health. It makes me feel a sense of purpose, I have a reason to wake up. I'm not just waking up and doing this life thing for no reason. I actually have a reason to wake up because I want to achieve this and this and this today. I want to achieve this and this month, etc, etc. It builds drive and it builds motivation, because if you set a goal, it's one thing to say, okay, I want to buy a car this year. And then another thing to say, okay, I want to buy a car this year. So then every month I want to do this and this and this to make sure that I actually end up with my car. And that is kind of where we all need to be, instead of just setting goals and never actually doing anything to achieve them. And then with planning, I can also clearly see where exactly my time is going. I have a 24-hour spread that shows me, okay, I'm spending 12 hours at work, 6 hours sleeping, and then I have 6 hours left to do something with my life other than just working myself to death. And yeah, goals are actually easier to achieve if you have a plan to achieve them. So with the 3 sections of my life that I plan, study and work, personal growth and development, and health, I kind of break those into different areas as well. So study and work, obviously, are your study planner, your study goals and all that motivation, drive behind your studying. And then work, and not work as in medicine that I'm doing, but work as in what else am I doing to make sure that I have multiple streams of income, to make sure that I'm actually self-sustained and everything. And that's something that I've been trying to work on for a while now. I want to, I don't just want to be a doctor. I want to be a doctor, and I want to have other things going on for me, so that the day that I decide to stop doing medicine, I have other stuff to fall back on. For my personal growth and development, that's where things like habit trackers come in. Things like your spare time, how you're spending your spare time. Do you blog? Do you do YouTube and social media? Do you read? Do you do sport? and what goals are you trying to achieve other than just like work goals. You get what I'm trying to say. And then the last part is my health, and this is where I do my meal trackers, my fitness trackers, my health like period trackers, my mood trackers, and my water intake and all that kind of thing. And it all sounds very like basic, but the more you actually put stuff down and put it like written, and you look back at it, you see like, okay, how much am I actually doing? Like, what am I actually doing to take care of me? And that's really important, because you can find yourself just feeling down, feeling sad, not feeling any purpose and any drive to do anything. But when you actually start to plan your life, you start to boost yourself, and you start to feel worthy, and you start to love yourself more. And so the first planner that I would say everyone needs definitely is a habit tracker. A habit tracker is where you plan, where you jot down basically everything that you need to do in a day, and then you track it for a month, every month, the whole year. So essentially you just have 365 days spreads where you see, what did I do today, what didn't I do today. It's the best way to maintain a habit. Like if you want to wake up and make your bed, and then brush your teeth, and then pray, do your devotions, you want to do some study, you want to clean the house, you want to say kind words to people, like whatever part of your life you're trying to work on, you put it in your habit tracker, and every day you track, like, did I do this thing or not? You tick it, or if you didn't, you don't. And at the end of the month, you'll be able to see like, okay, which habits am I actually keeping? What am I good at? What am I slacking at? Where do I need to do better? And then the next thing that I would say everyone should keep track of is their mood. So I have a mood tracker where every day I scale myself, like, was I happy? Was I okay? Was I annoyed? Was I just like, was I annoyed? Was I angry? Was I sad? And this was really shocking for me last year, because I realized that I spent a lot of days annoyed. There were a couple of days where I was happy, a couple of days where I was just like, and a lot of days where I was annoyed, angry, and just like really pissed off. And so with that, you then have to like look back at yourself and see like, okay, what's happening in my life? What happened on this day? Why on these days was I happy? Why on these days was I sad? Why on these days was I annoyed? And you make the necessary adjustments in your life. If you have to cut off people, you do that. If you have to cut off some things from your life, you do that. If you have to add people into your life, you do that. If you have to add certain things in your life, you do that as well. So then the next thing that I would say everyone should track is their health, obviously, because being purposeful with your health is one of the best ways to live your life. There's no reason that you should wake up with the no care in the world for how you are, like physically, and also, I guess with health, also say mentally and emotionally. So in my health tracker, I track whether I've gone to the gym or not, how much I'm eating, how much water I'm taking, did I do something for self-care that week, and then also like for girls, I guess you to track your period and stuff if you wanted. So I think for me, my fitness goal this year is basically to just be the healthiest I can be. I don't really want to say I want to look like this person, or I want to lose this amount of weight, I want to gain this amount of weight. Like I am my own body goals this year. Like I'm looking at where I was at some point in my life, and that's where I want to be again, type of thing. It's not like I want to look at Beyonce and be like, okay, I want to look like Beyonce, because there's nobody that's the same. You don't know what another person is doing to get to how they look, even though they might tell you, no, I work out 6 times a day, no, I've never had this done, I do this, I do that, but you don't really know because you're not them, and it's not like a person will share every single thing with you. So I really want to encourage everyone to be their own body goals this year, and to track their own health by themselves, and just focus on being the best version of themselves that they can possibly be. So yeah, for me, my health tracker is basically my fitness, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, my mental health, and then also my period. Their personal growth and development. Imagine being the same way and having the same thoughts and being the same person you were 5 years ago today. Like, come on, we're in a new decade. There's no reason for you to not be planning on growing and developing yourself and being a better person. If you know who you are, no one can tell you, okay, plan this, plan that. Like, I can just guide and say, okay, why don't we look at, ourselves and say, okay, I need to work on my confidence. I need to work on my temper. I need to work on how I speak to other people, and so forth and so forth. So in my personal development planner, I basically track my spiritual and religious stuff. So there's like my devotions and praying, reading my Bible, and then business and side hustle type of thing. And then also like my leisure time, which is my blog, my YouTube, my social media, and all that. So that's kind of what I'll be doing for my personal growth and development. Then in terms of like personal traits, I want to be more, I want to listen more, and I want to communicate more effectively, and I want to stay as confident as I've been and be even more confident if possible. And then, so as for daily planners, I feel like these are really important, because if you don't plan to do something in a day, you might not do it. You'll just keep pushing it because you haven't planned to do it, you haven't made it a priority. So as for daily planners, I'll actually say have a 24-hour spread where you can actually track every single thing, right from the moment you wake up to the moment you sleep and the hours you're sleeping. And so I will be sharing some planners with you guys, and the daily planner is definitely one of the things that I'll be sharing with you guys that you can download, annotate, and use for yourself. And so with the daily planner, obviously you get to see where exactly your time is going. Are you spending 6 hours sleeping and then 5 hours watching TV? Are you working too much? Are you not doing enough? And then the next thing is morning and evening and like daytime routines. And this is different from daily planner, because this is where you plan like your most important time of the day. You need to look at yourself and see, okay, what kind of a person are you? Are you a morning person, or are you an evening person, or are you an afternoon person? What do I mean by that is, when are you most productive? Are you most productive in the mornings, in the afternoons, in the evenings? When do you get the most work done? For me, that's mornings, and so I've had to prioritize my mornings. I wake up at 4 in the morning and I work and do my most important tasks at that time, because that's when I'm fresh and bright and my brain is working effectively. In the evening, I just want to sleep. I don't want to do anything in the evenings, and so I don't plan to do like serious tasks in the evenings. You get what I'm trying to say? So you know yourself, you know when you work best. If you're an afternoon person, then you obviously plan to maximize your afternoon times, and that's why I say routines: morning, evening, afternoon routine. The last thing that I would say everyone should have is a mood board. A mood board is something that you jot down and you kind of just organize everything that you want in life for that particular time. So this year I have a mood board for 2020, and then I have a monthly mood board as well. And so on your mood board, if it's graduation that you see happening for you, if it's buying a car, if it's buying a phone, if it's getting married, if it's getting into a relationship, if it's breaking up with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, if it's being healthy, if it's gaining weight, losing weight, going on holiday, everything that you want for yourself at that time is what you put on your mood board, and seeing it and then planning towards it will actually help you achieve it. And so those are the things that I would say everyone should work on planning this year. Why plan at all? Like, why look at these things at all? Because self-analysis is really important. Where you see yourself, how you see yourself, and where you need to see yourself are really important things, and you won't do that if you don't plan it down, if you don't write it down. And then also, like I already said, it's important to live a meaningful, purposeful life. Don't just be found waking up every day doing the same thing, doing nothing in particular, living from paycheck to paycheck, not really achieving anything, not working towards anything. And so this is everything that I had to say in this video, basically, you guys. I will be giving away a lot of planners throughout the year, and the first one that I'm giving out is a habit tracker, because I feel like that's the very first thing that you need to set in your life, the habits you want to create for yourself and the things you want to accomplish this year. I hope that you guys will also analyze yourselves, see where you need to grow, see what you've done well and what you can improve on, and what habits you can actually continue from last year to this year. And plan a mood board for yourself, create a mood board for yourself, plan your life, plan to achieve something big this year. There's no need for you to just be like, oh, we'll see what happens this year. Make a goal and plan for it. Make that thing happen. And so, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will join me in living a purposeful, driven, motivating, productive life. And do download the habit tracker that I have for you guys as a freebie. I'll leave the link in the description below. And so do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave a like, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.